Create a life job statement. So I need a sustainable job for at least 1 to 2 years and then assess that third year out of prison. And a lot of times we don't always like the first job we get, or the first job is not paying enough. We like to live in this understanding that we got all these options in the world to get the best type of job that we want. And we got all these options in the world to get the best type of job that's going to pay me what I'm worth. That hardly ever happens. What happens is you need a job to make sure that you can sustain yourself as an adult. If the job pays food, clothes, and shelter and gives you just a little bit of money left over, then that's the job for you until you can get some schooling and do better. When I was coming out of homelessness and 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 I finally left the shelter and I was able to move into an extended stay is under the Motel 6 line, Studio 6. And I was able to get more than the minimum classes. Well, no, the minimum classes for adjunct teaching was three, and at first I only had one, then two, and then it moved up to three. And once I got three, and I had already set the goal to pursue financial stability uh, right when I was in the shelter. That was the goal. I did not try to get all mixed up into stuff. There was a situation where I got mixed up with a guy because I thought he was the one, but that turned out not to be true. And we broke up, and then I got back on track, and I stayed on track after that. So that was from 2013 to 2022. And the goal was to stay on a job. Um, the goal was to pursue financial stability. So that meant I needed to stay on the job, don't quit. I needed to stay on that job for however long I needed to pursue financial stability and pay bills off that job. And that job paid all of my main bills. I had a little bit left over to buy a few clothing items. I was able to buy food, all that kind of stuff. And so that happened from 2013 to 2022. I was called back from the pandemic to teach temporary full time. And so that money helped me to move into an apartment. And so that was more money, more classes. And so now I'm able to sustain myself. But it began with the goal. The job, the life job, it was the same thing I would tell people who would complain about the job that they were going to quit and all that kind of stuff. I said, don't quit. Stay in the system because once you get out of the system, it's hard to get back in. And so, of course, people quit, right? Because people go by their emotions, not understanding how important it is to keep something. You are an adult. So when you're first getting out, the life job statement should be: I need a sustainable job for at least 1 to 2 years, and then assess at the third. So if the job is not working in your third year, then you can plan your transition, but don't up and quit the job. All right, so now that you've gotten to the end, this is you can visit, subscribe, and follow. My website is reginayfavors.com. Then you can visit my YouTube channel, youtube.com// at Regina Y Favors. And then I have an author store, reginayfavorsauthor.com. I also have other types of websites as well. So thank you very much for listening.